So the next question comes from Gene, um, and it's about the U.S. infrastructure bill. Do you think that the U.S. could have a manufacturing renaissance in the near future with all the money that's being planned?
Yes, I do, with some caveats. So, for example, when you really look at kind of what is being planned, the answer is yes. I mean, they're going to put $50 billion into trying to get semiconductors up and running. They're trying to get one of the things we definitely learned from the pandemic is that some of these things need to be made here in this country somehow, some way. The PPE, equipment and those types of things that are out there. Semiconductors are one of those pieces too. Um, and so, with the money coming in, and with the kind of the path and the things that we've learned from the pandemic, we could definitely see a renaissance in kind of the manufacturing portion of the economy. Having said that, the government, it doesn't always work, right? I mean, one of the issues that does happen is sometimes just throwing money at things, and then having these are massive issues that they're trying to deal with, and so they're very complex. Does it work? Does it work to have the government pushing things out? At the moment, you're seeing movement in the price. All right, so the stock market is feeling good about the possibility. And so that is important. The stock market can be a really good harbinger of what's going to happen going forward, but it's not right every time. So that is why we've actually started to move towards some of those stocks, because we are seeing some motion coming from there. And so I do feel like that's a strong possibility, but I would keep that on a bit of a short leash to see what actually happens and watch the price. These manufacturing companies, or as a whole, even semiconductors and those types of things, what happens to price? How is it doing? If they all start to fall apart, again, the market is 12 to 24 months ahead of what actually ends up happening most of the time. And so that would be a good way to really track. And right now, that market is telling us things are going to get a lot better in that category. So that could be a great area. This is a really interesting time for a lot of the things that are going on.